Plaintiff Alaric Carson says back in 1998, he and the defendant worked together and had sex. But after that, she disappeared. Alaric claims in 2013, he was informed that child support was being garnished from his paycheck for the defendant's child. But he had no idea that he'd fathered her child. So he's suing for a refund on child support. And he petitioned the court for a paternity test. Defendant Brianna Kruchowski admits that she had a one-night stand with Alaric, but says she did not believe he was her daughter's father. However, Brianna claims after having two other men take paternity tests, which ruled them out as potential fathers, she believes Alaric was the only other possibility.
And, sir, you're suing the defendant for $48 for a refund on child support?
Yes, sir.
Start with you.
Well, when I first started, sir, it's not about the $48. It's about the child, to find out if this is my child. I don't want to seem like I'm frivolous, because the child needs to know if I'm her father, and I need to know if this is my little girl.
When did you start paying $48?
Back in July of 2013.
July of 13, you paid $48.
No, I was paying $1 a week. They were taking $1 a week.
How old was the child?
I think she was 14.
July of 2013, they began taking $1 a week.
Yes, sir.
Good deal.
Maybe you on. He obviously was unemployed, and it was symbolic. Okay, so.
Employed.
Huh?
I was employed. They were taking it out of my paycheck.
So, how were you able to get payments of $1 a week?
I don't know. I thought it was a joke when I got called in.
Did they ask you your income?
No, I just received some paperwork that I have right here that was just showed up on my job.
Yeah, all right. This the first time you'd ever heard from them?
Yes, sir.
$1 a week. Yeah,
yes, Your Honor.
I would think it's a joke also. In fact, I think it's a joke today. Okay, this is from your employer.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
No, do you have a order from child support court?
No,
that determines how much you pay.
No, that was the only.
You're right. They may have gotten it wrong.
But that's the only thing that I had from my employer, and that's what they were only taking out. That was the order that he showed me, because I had to sign the papers for the.
You've never received an order?
No, Your Honor. Only thing
I guess you wouldn't. You wouldn't go any further with that. $1? Oh. Yeah. I have no questions. I have no qualms. All right, and now you want to see if it's your child? Good. That does show that you are concerned about being a father, right? Because the $1 you don't have a problem with. Even if you weren't the father, that $1 a week you wouldn't mind, right?
No, I wouldn't mind the dollar.
Right, I'd get a woman $1 a week for her child, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, good man. All right.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. And tell me how you know the defendant.
Well, back in 1998, I met the defendant, Brianna, when we was in a magazine company. I was her trainer. We used to go door to door, you know, across the country. I used to teach, train, and motivate young people to stay away from gangs and drugs. And just to keep it straightforward, me and her had a one-night stand. And you know how things go on the road. Things happen. We were young at the time, a little bit. And then about a month or so later, she started dealing with another gentleman, far as in our company, and they were together for a few months. And approximately about 1999, around February and March, she came up missing. I don't know if she got sent back home or what the situation was, but we all knew she was pregnant at that time, but we all thought it was the other gentleman's baby because they were together for so long. And I've been calling the different courts and trying to figure this out, but I keep getting to run around from Minnesota to Indiana. Now I just received this recently from California.
Ma'am, let me hear from you.
Back in May of '98, I graduated high school and started my first job with where Alaric works in August of '98, where I met him, and we had a one-night stand. Then I met my ex-boyfriend, well, then boyfriend, and we were together for about 6 months total, but I left when I was like probably 2.5 months pregnant, but not knowing. I didn't know, but at that point, so I moved back to Minnesota, and I had my daughter in May of '99, And then in 2007, I had to file for child support. The state makes you if you're going to get any kind of state help. So they wanted to know who the father was, so I gave them my ex's name. And we did a paternity test on him, and it came back that he wasn't her father. And I had a boyfriend long before, like probably 2 months before I graduated high school. And I just wanted to eliminate him. He's still a friend of mine.
Right.
And so we just had him tested, and we both knew it was going to be negative, but still. And then I had Alaric's name down. Well, I went back in and had to get Medicaid for Chastity again. That's in 2013. I had his name down, so they automatically made him her dad. They never came to me for a DNA test. We had asked.
You don't know as we speak whether the child is his or not.
Correct.
Well, what it is, me and her have been trying to work together to figure all this out together. And that's the whole thing. I'm in a different state, and we kept getting the runaround from state to state. So
you can take it and send it.
Well, I was trying to do everything. I was working to do everything that I possibly could do.
We have the DNA test we've taken. All right. Go and get it.
Your Honor, my daughter's here, and she was wondering if she could be in here for that.
That's up to you. If you want your child in here to determine right now whether he is her father or whether that's not the case, and she's going to have some strong emotions one way or the other, bring her in, though. What do you want to tell me?
And just to let you know, Judge Matthew, I'm not a deadbeat. I took care of all three of my other children.
How many kids you have?
I have three. I have a 34, 24, and 23-year-old, all graduated from college.
Good.
And I played a real significant role because he had hit close to my home. I lost my father at the University of Illinois getting stabbed to death on mistaken identity as being an exchange student. So I know how important it is as an absentee father. And that's the reason I'm here today, is to actually find out if this is my daughter, because this won't just be my daughter, this will be my little girl. And I will be doing, the right things. You know, and I'm really sincere about what I am, because I even apologize to her mother for the way that I talk to her, because if this is my daughter's mother, no man should ever disrespect her, and I don't want my daughter to ever have anyone disrespect her like that. So, you know, it's very emotional, because I just went through this and found out I had another daughter that was 14 when she was 14, and I didn't think this was my child, never knew anything, found out she was mine, so I stepped up to the plate, and all three of them then graduated
from college,
the whole 9 yards. So, you know, if this is my child, this is the first time I've seen her, and if she is, I even told her, she'll tell you, if this is my child, I told her, thank you for giving me such a beautiful daughter. You know, because she's a beautiful young lady, and every child deserves to know who their father is.
I've been on television for 17 years, and you're definitely within the top 5 of the people I respect that has been on this show in 17 years. So I want you to know that.
Thank you, Dad.
And I would be happy to have you as my daughter, too. You're a pretty young lady. You even look like you're getting good grades.
Look at her. She's beautiful.
You're getting good grades?
Yeah.
What grade are you in?
I'm in 11th.
All right. You're going to college?
Yeah.
All right. So if this is a daughter, you'll have 4 or 5.
And also,
you will have 4 who have completed college?
And 1 on the way.
That's right.
And I'll be moving to where she lives, because I told her, if she's mine, I'm going to try my best to move there so we can finish our relationship from now, because, you know, like I said, it's not just my daughter to be my little girl. I'm supposed to protect her. And if this is my child, you know, it's God's sent.
You know, young lady, you've heard the goodwill, and you've heard how anxious he is to know and be proud, and so am I. If he's not the father, I'll adopt you. How about that? You're so pretty. All right, and I know you want to know, and the good news is he is your father. Go give him a hug.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. I love you.
I love you.
You okay? I love you. Okay? You know you're not just my daughter, you're my little girl. You're the baby. You're the baby, okay?
We need about 50 million more fathers like that. God bless y'all.
Thank you, okay? Thank you.
I'm just really happy.
It's not my daughter, it's my baby. It's my little girl. And I just thankfully we finally got this out the way so we can move forward. You know, because God never knows, we never know what God has in plans for us. And I just appreciate having a beautiful little girl like this.
I'm so happy, you guys.
Thank you for giving me such a beautiful daughter. Thank you.